What's up, everybody? I want to say welcome to our garden. This is the first on-ground garden bed that I have ever grown. So there's going to be a lot of learning. It's going to be a lot in this journey that I don't know what to do, but I ain't doing it alone. Put it together. If you've watched any of our shorts, you've watched a few of the beginning steps. I'm not going to pretend that I know how to do everything here. This is going to be trial and error, but hopefully we can all learn from this. So if you stick around for this journey, thank you. And let's get to it. Here's what we got in the garden. On this side of the garden, we have our potatoes, and they are already sprouting. This one was the first one to sprout, and you can tell it's bigger than all the others. We got growth over here. We got growth over here. Over here, this one was probably the third to sprout. We got a shoot right here. We got a couple shoots right here. Over here, we have the last one to sprout. You can barely see it popping out of the ground, but we've got a little growth here, and you can see a little more right here, those purple leaves. Over here we have the second one that sprouted. It already has 2 sprouts here, and it is looking good. When they get bigger, I'm gonna mound them up a little bit more, but for now, they're doing awesome where they're at. So the flowers, my idea was to have plants grow here and grow here, and then grow up this trellis and shade these plants, because these plants need a little more shade, but obviously they're not big enough, so they're getting a little burnt right now. So we're experimenting. We're gonna see which strawberry does a little better, but this one stands up a little taller. Strawberry, we already have roots popping out. They haven't quite soiled themselves here, but these ones have anchored themselves in the ground. So this strawberry plant is already getting bigger, way bigger than this one. But again, we'll see what's going on. We got a sunflower in the corner. It's doing really well. I'm hoping it'll be able to poke through when it gets taller. There's nothing planted here. Next plant to look at is our tomato plant. Tomato plant's looking okay. We got a few flowers on the tomato plant. We've got the marigolds. They're looking really good. Marigolds are companion plants for tomatoes because they help repel pests. The only thing that's not doing okay with this tomato is on the leaves. We're getting some sort of nutrients, maybe a water issue. I'm not sure what the deficiency is. I've tried a little experiment. I've put this little fertilizer here into the soil all around it. It's heat activated, so hopefully when it gets a little warmer, it'll start doing better. But so far, this is what we have as far as tomatoes go. Over here, we have our cilantro. Cilantro's doing awesome. We should plant them a little closer together, but they're still looking okay. A cilantro all around this pepper plant, which actually has a pepper. I planted one squash because squash gets really big. We may have it growing a little bit up the back of this fence, but for now, we got this squash plant growing here. It's looking good. Right next to the garden bed, I have a bed of onions and I made sure they were spaced right. When I initially planted these, I actually had to unbury them because I buried them completely without actually knowing you weren't supposed to bury them. Luckily, I found a video telling me how to plant onions. So this is the onion experiment right now. Over here, we have some blueberries. They're getting a little baked by the sun. I may move them soon, but for now, they're all right. This blueberry bush, there's actually 2 of them. This bush had a break right here, so we taped it up, wrapped a little plastic around it, and it has been a week or 2, and it looks like it may have bound back to itself. We also have a greenhouse, but right now I'm gonna be careful recording because this guy has been here about 3 days. But over here, we've got some seeds started. Cherry tomatoes. Some more tomatoes. Oh no, these are bell peppers right here. These are cherry tomatoes. These are some sort of tomato variety. I'll explain why I don't know which it is in just a second. Over here we have squash plant. They are 3. I planted 4 seeds. 3 of the 4 seeds sprouted. One of them's in the garden now, and then I just transplanted these 2 for extras and maybe just to give away. Under here we have excess onions. These were the ones that came out of the bag. They were already sprouted, maybe a little wrinkly, but I wanted to give them a chance, so They're over here. Over here we have our bell peppers from seeds. These bell peppers right here, there's some sweet peppers, there's some bell peppers. These were bell peppers that I planted from a dinner, just some seeds I took out of a plant. But over here, these came from a seed packet. Got some cacti that I'm propagating. They're not all making it, but it is what it is. These are empty because these tomatoes are the tomatoes that I planted over here. The egg carton is an awesome way to start seeds, but even if you write in Sharpie, the name will come off. That is why I do not know what everything in here is, but I have a good general idea of what I've planted, and I can look back at videos just to see. And I'm still freaking out because this guy's still in here. He can't figure out how to get out of this big open door right here, but this is our greenhouse. And this is our garden. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you finding an interest in this journey. And I hope you tune in for the next one. Bye.